Alright guys, in this video we're going to be looking at two different types of reaction questions. Both are multiple choice. So in this first one we're given this reaction here on the top. And it says, because pure hydrogen is a hazardous substance, safer and more cost-effective techniques to store it as a solid for shipping purposes have been developed. One such method is the reaction represented above, which occurs at 200 degrees Celsius. Which of the following happens to hydrogen atoms in the forward reaction? So our answer choices are talking about if it's being oxidized or reduced. So we got to check the oxidation numbers for these hydrogens. So whenever it's H2 in the gas phase, this is hydrogen gas, our oxidation state is a 0. In this molecule, the hydrogen is bonded to nitrogen and lithium. Now, lithium is always going to form a +1 charge. That's one of the group 1 metals, and group 1 metals always form +1. And since there is a nitrogen involved, and nitrogen is more electronegative than the hydrogen, the hydrogen is also going to form a +1 charge in this oxidation state, which means the nitrogen is going to have to be a -3 for that nitrogen. That we don't really need to know, but that just so we know how to balance it all out. Really, we just need to know that the hydrogen went from a 0 to a +1. So in this case, the hydrogen was oxidized in this molecule from this hydrogen to this hydrogen. It was being oxidized. And there's also a hydrogen here with the lithium. And with lithium, the lithium always is going to have a +1 as a group 1 metal, which means the hydrogen actually has to form a -1 oxidation state when it's bonded to this metal. Remember, this is a metal and non-metal, like an ionic compound. So the metal's going to give up their electrons. The non-metal's going to hold on to those electrons. So this hydrogen has a -1 oxidation state. So in this case, this hydrogen is being reduced. So the answer is going to be H atoms are both oxidized and reduced in this reaction. So it's a C as the answer. This last question, which of the following chemical equations represents a precipitation reaction? Okay, in a precipitation reaction, most important thing, we can look through them. We got to make sure that there is a solid that is being formed. That's the most important part. So looking at these answer choices right off the bat, D and C are incorrect. And when we are talking about precipitation, we are looking for some sort of aqueous solutions combining to form a solid. That's what a precipitate means. We're taking two solutions, combining them, two or more solutions, and we're combining them to make a solid. So looking between these two, we have a magnesium and oxygen coming to form magnesium oxide. This is just essentially magnesium rusting and oxygen air, and it's not two solutions being combined. So B is the right answer. We got two aqueous solutions combining to form a solid as a precipitate. So by the nature of what a precipitation reaction is, we can figure out which one it is. First off, you can immediately count out the two because there's no solids on these ones. And this one's turning a solid. Really, it's just rust. Is a solid with oxygen in the air forming a rust. So B is the only precipitation reaction.